welcome to this Online Arbitrage Deals video. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be answering what seems to be a frequent question in the Amazon world, and that is the question of saturation. So is Amazon too saturated? Now the term saturation in this context is basically, are there too many sellers on Amazon? And in relation to this, is using a deal sheet service like Online Arbitrage Deals, using sourcing software like Sellability, or being part of lead groups contributing to saturation on listings? So are too many people hopping on the same listings? Basically, I'm going to be debunking this myth. I think a lot of where the saturation question comes from is a place of worry. And I'm here to tell you absolutely not to worry. So I'm going to break this down for you and explain why exactly you shouldn't worry and why saturation is not a problem to be concerned about. Okay, so yes, Amazon is a massive marketplace. There is absolutely no denying that. There are new sellers joining all the time, new sellers getting into the Amazon world, doing online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, wholesale, just getting into it and, you know, being part of that community, being part of that platform, and making Amazon a side hustle or turning it into a full-time career path. Okay, so new sellers are joining all the time. Likewise, there are trickles of sellers that go as well. So there is a cycle. People that decide that they want to focus on something else, they want to change career path, whatever that reason is for them stopping selling on Amazon. So there are sellers that come, there's sellers that go. Okay, so there is a flow. Obviously, from stuff that I've seen on social media, from articles that I've read, there's lots more sellers joining, particularly with the cost of living rising, inflation. People are looking towards a stable side hustle that will make them money. And Amazon is an amazing way to get involved with a side hustle and, you know, potentially grow it out to be a full-time career. And it's just amazing. It's an amazing opportunity. It gives you financial freedom, helps you escape the 9 to 5. It is awesome. So are there too many sellers on the platform? No, there isn't. Okay, there's lots and lots of sellers on the platform, but there isn't too many, so to speak. And I think what this particular question is in relation to is what I mentioned earlier about lots of sellers jumping on the same products. Think about how many products there are selling on Amazon, okay? It can't even give you a number because there's just like an infinite amount of products on Amazon. If you look at any category, say for example the toys and games category, you'll see like the BSRs of the items that you're looking at, like 23,000, 27,395. There's so many products in each category, so many things to sell, so many things to choose from. Okay, the chances of people jumping on the same listings and overfilling it, saturating it, it's just not going to happen because there's just so many products out there. Of course, some products are going to be more popular than others, but at the same time, you need to remember that every single seller is absolutely different, okay? So every seller is going to be looking for different things in deals. Every seller wants something different from a product. Sellers have different niches. So sellers that focus on a particular category, sellers that focus on used products as opposed to new. They've got all kinds of different criteria and things that they want from a deal. It differs for everyone. So that is a major reason why you're not going to find that saturation. Also, if you're using a sourcing software like Sellability, again, there's such a vast database in Sellability that the chances of everyone else or the vast majority of the other users looking at the exact same thing as you is fairly small because there's so many different stores, so many different products to look out for, so many different things to go for, and it's a case of just cherry picking what works best for your business, and everyone's business is different. New products come in all the time, new products go all the time. How popular things are is in a bit of a cycle, so something might be popular for a time, something might not be doing so great for a time, and then it rotates around and it works the opposite way. So things that weren't doing so hot then are quite popular, things that were doing like really well don't do so great after a certain period of time. Of course, you're going to get products that are pretty much a constant. So things that are consistently popular. You're going to get products that don't work out for quite some time, then have a phase of popularity, and it changes all the time. As we know with Amazon, stuff changes quite frequently. So again, the chances of everyone looking at the exact same thing as you and all hopping onto it, it's the chances of that are slim to none. Okay, for a deal sheet service, it's the same thing there. You're going to get a flow of products sent your way. Everyone that uses online arbitrage deals, it's distributed randomly, so not everyone is getting the exact same set of products. Of course, there will be some products that a couple of users will see the same thing, but there'll be other products that are different. Okay, so again, even with that, it's a case of cherry picking what works best for your business. So again, not everyone's going to be hopping on the exact same thing. With a lead group, it depends how many leads are put into that group. So for example, if there was a group of say 500 and there was like one lead put in per week, you've got so many eyes on that one particular lead. So in that case, that's where I can understand the question of saturation, and that's where you may find it a little bit to some degree. Again, not everyone's going to hop on that, but there's more eyes on one singular product. Whereas if you have a range of products that you're looking at, chances are, everyone's going to be looking at completely different ranges. So again, not everyone's going to be hopping on the same thing. Every single seller is different. If you're in a leads group and there's a range, there's a whole load of leads being put your way, there might be 500 eyes in that group, but they're going to be looking at different products. So again, saturation is something that you shouldn't worry about. The only way that it can happen to some degree is in that example I gave, where if one lead is given to like 500 eyes, that's where you're going to get it a little bit. But in general, and using services like Sellability, Online Arbitrage Deals, you are not going to find it. Okay, saturation comes from an understandable place of worry, but I'm here to tell you not to be worried about it. Every single seller is different, and so if that's what you're going to take away from this, then my mission is a success. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon.